Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general video. It's a timeless reading. The intention for this is if you're guided to the title of the video or just click on the reading, I'm hoping that you can get some insight or some perspective on the situation. I also just want to pick up on current energies for whoever needs to hear them. I am going to be working on the love readings for each zodiac sign, so I'm preparing to get those started within the next couple of days. So if you're interested in seeing those, and you saw the June readings, this is going to be a little similar, but we'll just be focused on love and relationship dynamics only. So I would highly suggest and ask that you subscribe to the channel so that way you won't miss out on those. And if you got anything out of this reading today, I would also appreciate if you like the video. So we're just going to get started with the reading, the same layout as I usually do, which is starting with your personal energy, then going into the energy of the environment. Sometimes people show up in that energy or just your situation, and then we'll get more details about that situation. All right, so let's see what messages want to come through for whoever needs to hear them, please. Starting with personal energy. All right, so we have the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so personal energy for you guys right now is sort of behaviors that you may be sitting in at this time while you're watching the video of life that don't necessarily suit you. So it's almost as though you know that you're not supposed to be acting this way, but you are anyway, right? Maybe you know you're not supposed to be thinking this way, but you are anyway. There could be some communication between you and another, especially through text message or through phone calls. So there's a choice that's been made here. Someone should be coming out of love, and maybe it is like a balance for yourself or your higher self, like I know better, I know I should be coming from a good place here, but the situation, I am feeling that like the situation calls for me to have some pride, act out in lower level type of ego. The situation is a little bit of a threat, so therefore I need to be strategic in my moves and make sure that I come out on top, or make sure that I don't lose out on a situation. It's like, what are your motives, right? Like what is really important here? And I would just advise you that you take a look at that and try your best to filter out all of the BS stuff, and come from a place of you're connected to your higher self and sort of what is the right thing to do in this situation. But there has been some kind of choice that's been made. I also feel this is a call for you to take the higher road and to be the bigger person here. That is a heavy feeling that I'm getting out of this. So you may be in a moment of tension with another person, and maybe the both of you are just back, like no one's budging, and so there is a call here for you to make that move and be the better person. Let's see what's in your environment. We have the Six of Cups, the Emperor, And the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you may be dealing with someone who is really, really authoritative, strong, has strong presence, but in this sense, I'm feeling they are a little stubborn. And maybe you've dealt with them before, or this could be you. I'm not too sure, but maybe you've dealt with this situation before. Like there is something from the past, an element of the past coming up here. And there's a need to really be open and sort of vulnerable. And again, bring down that pride and bring down that ego for the sake of, you know, the bigger picture, for the sake of others. I think that whoever you're dealing with, you probably do care about them and they probably care about you as well. But sometimes, you know, even if it's like family members, partners, you know, people in relationships, you know, really tight, close friends, you may have the love there, but, you know, sometimes the personal interest come into play and the, like, you know, it's the respect, the self-respect, or, you know, like the self-worth, like those things start to come into play, and we don't want people to step over us and disrespect us in any way. And so we feel like we have to put our guards up and kind of put people in their place. And I feel this with this Emperor here. But I don't think that it's necessarily from a really strong hatred place. I just think that they are sort of thinking about themselves right now. And maybe this is their normal style of being. Like this is not new for them to be this way. They are known to be this way. And if that's the case, you know, it's just a matter. I don't know what's going to come up in the details, but it's like thinking of what is important right now, right? Like if this person is always acting like that, do I always have to be the bigger person and come through and, you know, make the steps and to apologize or to squash the issue or whatever? Like, when is this person going to do it? So I don't know. So maybe that could be like the back and forth, the tit for tat, like, you know, you expecting somebody else to say, I'm sorry, them expecting you to say you're sorry or something like that. And no one's kind of budging, but there's a call to, since this is your personal energy, there is a call to make that decision and to come from a place of love. And remember that there's something from the past. Like maybe you have history with this person. Like remember why you love them. Remember why they're in your life. Like, you know, remember the goodness, the good side, the reason that you two are, I don't know what type of relationship this is, but, you know, just like why you're close, the reason why you're friends, the reason why you're lovers. Like, you know, remember those good things and sort of try to do away with the overreacting or acting out type of behaviors for the sake of harmony, and, you know, so everything can just sort of get back to normal and you squashing the situation. But let's see what else there is regarding details around this. We do have Venus and Mars sort of together. They're not super close to where it is making a really strong aspect, but both of them are in the same sign at least. And Venus just came into Leo June 5th and we are June 7th. So it's been a couple of days already. So this is where the masculine energy within us and without us, and as well as the feminine, are in the same sign. So they're sort of coming together. And, you know, they're trying to be on the same page. And it does seem as though from the astrology perspective, as well as these cards here, it's as though the feminine side is sort of chasing the masculine right now. And I don't know if she's really going to be able to catch up, because at some point Venus is going retrograde. While Mars is just going to keep going, right? And this could be played out within ourselves, you know, maybe from a personal perspective, when we're talking about masculine and feminine sides of ourselves, you know, maybe you just have a lot of things going on, and you have a lot of tasks at hand, things to get done, you know, things to fix. And you have a inner yearning or a need to want to be creative and to nurture and to bring out the feminine in you. But, you know, there's just so much going on in your life right now that, you know, those types of things like the creative stuff and the nurturing stuff kind of need to be put on hold. Like because there's so much activity that the masculine side of us needs to take care of. And so right now, as Venus is in Leo, as well as Mars is in Leo, it's like that feeling of, you know, they're both in the same sign, but once again, the feminine side of us is constantly chasing, right? Like behind the masculine side. Right now, the masculine side is sort of winning and is on a roll with the things that they want to get done and the things that they, you know, have been wanting to do. And so they can't necessarily take time for themselves as far as self-care goes and nurturing themselves and being creative and doing the more luxurious, pleasurable things, because right now this is a work-related time for them. So that is if we're talking about ourselves and the masculine and feminine within ourselves. If we are discussing that between two people and there's a relationship dynamic here, same concept. The male, the masculine, is whoever plays the masculine role is probably really busy and, you know, getting a lot done right now, taking advantage of Mars being in a fire sign once again in Leo, and really seeking to, you know, get things done, while the woman or whoever plays the feminine role just wants time with this person, right? And wants to, you know, like they're seeking pleasure, they're seeking attention, like they want to have fun and, you know, not worry about the responsibilities and do all of that stuff. So if this is, you know, playing out in your life, this could be just a phase. I would just say, like, let it play out, you know. The strong the strong Mars in Leo is not going to last there forever, so it'll be changing at some point. All right, let's see what comes up in the details here. Yeah, we have the Emperor again at the bottom, and then the Emperor is ruled by Mars, so it's only fitting that it relates to the astrology. We have the Devil and the Moon. Interesting. I'm feeling a lot, like really strong fantasies here. Like being really indulgent with fantasy time, daydream time. Some strong passion coming through. And the Unknown card. So this deck, what is this deck called? The Crystal Vision Tarot. It comes with an extra card called the Unknown card. All right, so there's a lot, when we have the Devil card, you know, there's a sense of indulgence and extreme pleasure, doing what one wants to do, right? Like allowing certain habits to just completely take over. There's an obsessive, possessive energy that comes through with the Devil. The need to control someone, or the need to get out of this that is controlling you. Okay, so either you have these obsessive, possessive feelings for someone or something. You want to control them, and you are like, all of your time and all of your energy is just going into, how can I get this done, right? Like, how can they be mine? How can you know, like you're just completely obsessed with this person or this situation. So the devil is calling for you to identify that and try to get yourself out, because that is a form of control. Like you are in the shackles of obsession, or you are the person that someone is obsessing over, which means that there's also a need to get out of that control because you're in that shackles of this person's possession, if that makes sense. But with the moon here, there is an element of the unknown, and then also the unknown card here. So something is going on that is not in reality. Okay, like it's like I'm obsessed with what I don't know. And that is and there's like this intense drive and this intense passion to figure this out. Like there is something going on that you don't know about, and you're obsessed with trying to find that answer. And I just feel like this like lunatic, like it's driving me crazy, you know, like this feeling of wanting to know, you know, like whoever this is, it's driving this person crazy because they don't know something. Especially with this Knight of Wands here, like this Knight of Wands is a very passionate, impulsive, they like type of person. They allow their impulses to take over. You know, they don't really think before they act. They feel the passion, they feel the fire come through, and then they just go off and make a move. But they don't think it through mentally. You know, it's about what drives them, what motivates them, what gets them going, what turns them on. And I don't mean to turn this reading into a sexual relationship type of thing, but I do feel a lot of sexual energy, like pent up sexual energy here, that someone is like obsessing too much over. Like this is like overindulging right now in this type of energy. And there's something that they cannot grab. It's like not in their reach. And I do think that if this person knew where to go or had some kind of answer, that they would definitely make a move. But I don't think this person has an answer or direction, or like whatever this is, it's like not tangible. They can't touch this thing that they're obsessed with. And if they could and they knew how, they would definitely go out for it. This Knight of Wands is like a bull in the gates, right? Like as soon as the gates open, the bull just rushes out. Like right now it's like that pent up energy that is just rising and rising and rising, and at some point it'll probably break. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got the Tower card come out, but there is going to be a moment where this person is gonna break. Because the last thing that the devil card and the energy of the devil want, or like the last thing they need is to not know something. If they really want something and they don't know how to get it, where to get it, like where it's at, but they know they want it, like they are going to do whatever they need to do to get it. So 1 second. All right, so we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and the Star. Again, the Emperor at the bottom. So it might be this Emperor that is going through this right now. Two of Wands is a repeating card here. There is some juggling happening, weighing options, the need to make a decision for sure. This obsessive, you know, quality is also relating to this Five of Swords up here, like tactics and strategies to get what someone wants, no matter how that affects another person. Someone wants achievement. Someone is looking at another person as though like this is their goal. This is their overall goal. They see a light in something or someone. This is their wish fulfillment. This is their hope, what they've been fantasizing about, what they've been dreaming about. With the moon and the star here, it's definitely astral. It's definitely like up in the sky, you know, like in the 4D and the 5D, like different dimensional type of thinking, type of feeling. There's no tangibility with this. I do not feel whoever is obsessing has a good grasp or hold on what they want. This is very more in the feeling realm and in the mental realm, not the earthly realm. They want to hit their goal, achieve their goal, hit their target here, which is this star. Thinking of ways to do that. But they've made their decision. You got the Three of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. The Three of Wands. And the Two of Swords. With the Lovers at the bottom, which is relationship, love, a choice. I think that this person or this thing that they want is has their back toward them. I don't think that if it is a person, right, like we're talking about the object of this devil's desire or this emperor's desire, right? Whatever this emperor is wanting. I don't think that they know that the emperor wants them or wants it. Like, this Queen of Swords, she has her back toward this emperor here. She's looking off on something else. I mean, she has the sword of truth, you know. She has clarity. You know, she doesn't allow her emotions to rule her. So she probably does not really understand. If she has any inclination that this is happening, it's probably more of like, where is this coming from? You know, like the Emperor and the Queen of Swords are two very different personalities, very different characters in this tarot. Usually the Queen of Swords is like, has some sort of idea or, you know, like something that she's working on alone, in quiet, by herself. She's very detached. She's not going to make the move. She's not the type, like a Queen of Wands will probably come in and make a move. Even a Queen of Pentacles might, if she sees value in the situation. But a Queen of Swords is going to let people be, right? Like she is, I'll let you be what you are. You know, I'm not going to intrude. I'm not going to, like, bother. And I don't even know if she even has an idea to begin with, but if she did, it's like, she's just not doing anything about it right now. There's something that she's looking to for herself. There's something of higher wisdom, higher value, higher thought process, goal-oriented, something that is like she has a sword of truth and she knows that she's on some sort of path that is her truth right now. And if like anything is not clean and clear, I feel like she's not even entertaining that. You know, like if it's coming from a lower place here, like if you are the emperor and you are coming from this low place and whatever the object of your desire is Like, I just don't think that they vibe with that energy. But there is a want to communicate with this person for sure. And advice, if you are the Emperor and wanting this thing, this object of your desire, you know, you need to step out of this energy and come with a more grounded state of mind, more practical. Come with something of, you know, material tangibility that this queen can see value in. Right? Not just pure desire here. Because I do think that at some point, if this were to happen and this Knight of Wands or that bull that I said gets out of the gate and comes towards this queen, I just don't know if the outcome is going to come out the way you want it to come out. Like, there is a sense of not making a decision. There's a sense of not being on the same page. I'm also feeling like whoever the Emperor is does not really know this queen very well. Like, you're going to approach this queen when you get the chance, and you are going to be completely caught off guard at their response, their reaction, or who they even are. I don't think you know them at all. Because if you did, you wouldn't be coming from this place, because I don't think this queen really puts up with that type of energy. Like, a Queen of Wands might want to indulge in it with you, you know? Like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm not judging anybody. Like, this is strong, passionate, you know, desires here. And that's part of life, right? Like, we feel those feelings sometimes. So it's okay. I'm not bashing anybody for that. I'm just saying that this type of person or thing, object, situation that you have such intense desire for, I just don't think you know everything about that yet. And you don't know the truth of, and like the true essence of this thing or this person. Because if you did, once again, like I said, you would probably not be approaching them or approaching it in this way. There's a need to take it more seriously. There's a need to step out, again, get out of the devil's shackles and really, like, come back to earth. Come back to earth and, like, what is this that I want, you know? Like, I just feel like somebody is just completely in their mind, in fantasy land, like, up in the clouds, like, going through all these stories, and I don't know, like, it's not real. Like, come back to earth, you know, rationalize this, and then decide if this is still your object of desire. And why, you know, like, what is the real reason why you want this or this person, why you want to approach them, and see if it's true from there. And if it is, then you'll be in a better state to approach this queen or this thing. And I think that, you know, you'll probably have a better percentage of outcome, right? Anyway, so someone's really in it. But I mean, again, going back to that Mars and Venus, the feminine and the masculine energy right now being in Leo, where it's really fiery, and, you know, I don't know, I just think that there's something about that a lot of people are probably feeling these feelings right now. You know, the idea of relationships and the masculine and feminine dynamics are definitely coming through at this moment. And then, you know, it should be here for a bit, at least the feminine aspect of it should. So, you know, it's just working with that energy. And maybe this is new to you, this person is new, this object of desire is new, so you still have that enthusiasm. I don't know if you saw any of the zodiac readings, but I was talking about enthusiasm a whole lot because of that full moon in Sagittarius that we had. And that is, you know, pretty much the basis of energy that we should be feeling this month. So there may be some enthusiasm, and then pairing that with the masculine feminine dynamics since Venus and Mars are together, there's some enthusiasm about relationships right now. And so especially if this is something new or someone new, I can see how someone could be feeling like that. But and you know, which is great, right, to feel those feelings. I just don't want you to be too overboard and really pushy to where you might throw this object of your desire off a bit, if that makes sense. Anyway, all right, so that was a little reading. I don't know, I hope somebody needed to hear it. It was a little fun and off-putting, I guess. I didn't expect it to come out this way with all of the passion and the drive and all of that. But maybe there is somebody out there who is feeling like that. Anyway, so I am going to be making those zodiac readings. So if you are interested in seeing those, we'll go more into depth regarding love and relationship for each zodiac sign. So I'm really excited to do those, and I hope that you guys are here for the ride and watch them and join the page and subscribe to the page so that way you can see when they come out. Thank you again, and we will see each other again next time.